Good morning, everyone. This is Jackie. I've just woken up very late. My alarm woke me up at 8 o'clock. I did intend to sleep in a bit today because I had a late-ish night. So I've managed to get a good 8 hours sleep, and you are going to get ready with me today. So, yeah, I hope everybody is as refreshed as I am and ready for a great Saturday. It's so sunny outside, and we had one hell of a storm last night. It was really like the house was shaking. Hello, Coco. There's even a little doggy here to say hello. Coco's gonna get ready with us as well today. All right, catch up with you now. Right, I'm back. I'm gonna do a nice warm water cleanse with my retinol Dermactin face wash. Retinol face wash. My new nails, so nice. I had that soft baby pink for 6 weeks, so I decided to do something a lot more summery and cheery, and it's mission accomplished. No need to do a double cleanse because I did a double cleanse last night, and then I used micellar water as well, just to take off any excess makeup that I may have had on my face. While my face is still damp, I'm going to choose a serum. Let me show you what I've got to work with here. These are all of my products over here. So I actually think I'm going to use a retinol serum today, because it doesn't leave a residue and it's a great base to apply makeup on. So I'm going to be using the Estylin retinol serum, and you'll notice I didn't dry my face. I find it just absorbs quite seamlessly if you apply it to wet skin. Right, look at me going down onto my chest. Now the key here is I am going to wear a SPF in my primer hereafter. I wouldn't advise retinols during the day unless you are definitely going to protect. There we go. Right, I'm going to go and choose something to wear at the closet today. Right, I'm back. Face is washed and serum has been applied. Just want to get rid of any stray hairs that might get in the way of makeup. I'm going to be putting on my Sensational primer with a built-in 15 SPF, so that my retinol doesn't cause my skin to burn in the sun today. It looks like it's going to be a whopping 28 degrees today, and after last night's storm I've just seen my pool is green. So that's going to be on my to-do list today, is just to try and shock the pool a bit, get it looking blue again. Well, it's a black pool, so just getting it to look see-through again. I've got one of those pools that were built in the 80s, so those black rock pools. Okay, primer done. After that I'm going to just use my concealer palette. So not such bad rings under the eyes today, but I always have these, they don't look too bad either today, but reddish patches on my cheeks, like that. Even my nose is slightly red today. Right, I'm going to use the orangey color for under eye rings. That's that one over there. It helps with the dark circles under the eyes. And at this stage, if you have any spots as well, nice to pop a bit of green if you've got a little spot or pimple. And that is my concealer done. I'm going to use my True Skin in Warm Olive My squeezy sponge is not damp anymore, but I don't feel like going and getting it wet in the bathroom again. I'm just going to blend nicely, dab and then blend afterwards. And yeah, I've got a nice family get together tomorrow. My dad is here from Belito at the moment. I don't think he's been in Joburg for at least 3 years now. And so we've got to get together a family bride tomorrow. And it'll be quite nice. It's very rare to get all of us together in one place, apart from my kids, which is impossible seeing they are in the States. And yeah, I was just there visiting them now, so we'll probably do a video call to include them a bit, a WhatsApp call. Okay, don't forget to bring your foundation right down so that it blends. And I don't use too much product because you've got quite a lot of remnants on your sponge. Right. All right, that's ready. It's pretty much done. I need to exfoliate tonight. I can see that. When your skin is not as smooth as it normally is, it's a sign that you need to either exfoliate or dermaplane or just to get it nice and smooth again. Right, that's foundation done. Contouring. So contouring, don't forget your contour needs to go from the top of your ear and completely down on the cheekbone, top of the ear, down on the cheekbone, thin on the nose, along the hairline, and just below your jawbone. Those are the areas I'm going to contour today. This is my contour brush. It's not the standard flat brush that a lot of people use, but it works really well for me as long as I stipple and really dab this contour in. You don't bring it too far down this way, you stop sort of halfway, but there already you can see my contouring. I start up here and I start pulling it down a little bit, and you don't want contour remaining in your hairline, so I just keep going back and forth. Right, there you can see a contour. I leave my nose for last because I like it to dry on my nose. Then it doesn't move as much because I don't want a whole brown nose. Right. Okay, that looks good. Just don't want those dots visible. Right, under the jawline. We don't want lines there, so I make sure I blend them really well. Just check. It's all good. And there's my nose as well. Trying to make it slimmer and longer. Well, it doesn't need to be longer, it's so long. We went to dinner last night, my best friend and I, and bumped into a whole lot of people that we know. So it ended up being a very, very late dinner. It wasn't quite what I intended after a full day's work. Okay, camouflage. Very important for this area for me. Here, a V here, under the lips there. And then of course, the important one, right down the middle of the nose. Okay, for that I use a small little wedge sponge. I like it to dry just a little bit because otherwise it doesn't stay where it's supposed to. So I'll start up here because that's not so serious. Doing a line down the nose. Yeah, that looks good. And then I'm gonna start working here. And the remnants I use on the lid because there's a lot on the sponge. There we go. Right. Great. all done just here. I'm actually going to use a slightly more bright, it's going to look scary, camouflage today to give a slightly more dramatic highlighted look. There we go. But once that's blended in, you'll see it's actually very nice. This I use as Pro Concealer. So when I find that there's not enough definition between my contour and my highlight, every now and then I use this really light one. And just as long as you blend it nicely, really, really well, I mean, I'd like you to see that looks so much more fresh and awake. I'm listening to For a Good Day. That's the playlist on YouTube. Look how much nicer those eyes look. This is a little bit much for the nose, I must be honest. I'm going to use some of it up over here and on the lid, because that's a hell of a lot of, it kind of bloops onto my nose, but already that's fine. I'm going to blend. I'm actually going to use that. Where did I put my... Literally got everything in front of me, but do you think I can find my contour brush? But anyway, I'm going to just blend on either side, because otherwise now my nose looks extremely white. I might have to just redo the tiny bit of contour. Yeah, that's better. Just leave like a white or lightish streak down the nose. That looks better. All right, time for banana powder. So Revolution from Clicks. It's a newish brand. I really like it. I like the eyeshadow palettes, and I love their banana powder. This is to stop the shine through the day. So I use a nice flat stippling brush, and then I literally decant into the cap of my banana powder, and I just first place it on the face, especially the areas that get a lot of shine, like that. And then I'm going to brush off the excess. I sound a little bit blocked up today. Right, especially on the eyes, because we want to prime them nicely for eyeshadow next. I'm going to try and bring out this orangey lovely color in my top with the eyeshadow. Right, that's nice. Okay, blush. Actually, I'm going to change it up today. I'm going to use No Name palette, top blushy color. Remember to always smile so that you can see the placement, the correct placement of your blush from that apple backwards. Like that. If you haven't washed your blush brush in a few days, because I do it about once a week, all my brushes, you will have quite a lot of remaining product on your blush brush. So just be careful not to add too much. That gives me a bit of healthiness. I like the effect of blush. You could literally put on lips in a rush and just go and brush those brows, that's all. Just brush them calmer. Right, done. Some highlighter. I've been using a hack that a lot of the YouTubers use, and that's to use a very sort of ivory eyeshadow, and it really works quite nicely as a highlighter. So I'm kind of jumping between highlighter and like an eyeshadow that works really well as a highlighter. So you don't need to use products as they were intended. Always remember the Cupid's bow. Right, onto the eyes. I'm going to do a peachy eye, a soft natural peachy eye, just to bring out that orange color in my top. And don't forget, I've got hooded eyes, so I go just above the crease line There's it. I might speed this section up a bit. Right. Let's have a look. It just adds a bit of warmth to the face. Okay. All I'm going to do is go in with a nice light shade on the inside of my lid now. Trying to get used to these new nails. It's not so easy. They're so short now that I literally have no grip on things. Right. I've got a light eyeshadow brush that I always keep just for light colors. And I'm going to place Cream and Peach from the middle to about halfway. There we go. Right. Take your blending brush again. Just make sure you're nicely blended. Doesn't matter if you blend up because you're going to put that whiter highlighter now under your brow line. So I'm going to use this Powder Brows compact, and all I do is try and do a crispish, whoops, bit of fluff line under my brows from the middle here, just to highlight your brow bone. That looks fine. Right, do you see my eyeshadow today? No eyeliner today. I don't feel like taking off smudgy makeup tonight. So I am going to just brush my brows, get them all standing up nicely. Coco's watching my morning makeup tutorial. There we go. I'm going to use my brow mascara quickly. That just firstly does a bit of color and keeps them sort of in an organized, so that they're not in chaos for the day. There we go. Right. Going to just curl them. My next video is going to be about an awesome lash growth serum, and I can't wait to do that, but I'm going to start using it tonight, and your results are within a month. So I'm going to start using it and taking photos as I progress so that we can really see a difference. But tonight, or it's not going to be tonight, over the weekend, I'll discuss this lash serum and the key ingredients, what makes your lashes grow in it, how it's used, and it can be used on lashes and brows. So that's quite an exciting one, because people are always asking me how they can get their lashes to look as good as false lashes. I'm not a fan of I'm actually not a huge fan of windscreen wiper lashes, as I call them, where you look at somebody and literally their lashes are seriously like, I don't know how they open their eyes with those huge windscreen wiper lashes. It's ridiculous. And I'm not crazy about the glue-on lashes, the ones that you have done permanently and you keep filling. As soon as you pull one lash out, you literally are taking out a natural lash at the same time. So it's so counterproductive. You're going to end up bald on the lash line. So I'm definitely pro growing your lashes rather, and using good mascaras to make them look more dramatic. I mean, that was just one coat of mascara. I'm not going heavy today. And there are even mascara primers like this one that I've got from Rimmel that you can put on first, so that you really do look like you have fake lashes, but you don't. But ladies, those heavy, feathered looking ridiculous lashes that if the wind blows it looks like your you're not going to be able to open your eyes. Those are just so silly. I want to pull people aside and say, what are you doing? You look ridiculous. Right, so I'm going to use my Hydro Matte 401, my favorite color. I didn't want to go orangey because I've got the orangey eyeshadow, and I love a dusty pink lip. It is my ultimate favorite. And that's me done for the day. Very natural look. I wanted to show you, ladies. I used to own a jewelry store. I used to manufacture jewelry. Some of you might know this, most don't. But I got burnt out doing too many Christmases and demands and orders and sitting late at night making jewelry. But I started doing it again out of pleasure and making things for myself. And look at how pretty. So it should be more on skin, but I have started making some real boho beautiful pieces. Like here's the natural one. Let's just show you this. It's absolutely lovely. So on the right outfit, it's got pearls and charms and bits of crystal on it. So yes, that's my latest little unwind hobby at night, is finding my creativity again with making some jewelry. And yeah, I'm enjoying that, as long as it doesn't get pressurized to the level I was at before. All right, ladies, so that's me done. I know I am super lazy with my hair because I am more of a skin person, but I think I'm just going to do a very high pony today. It's going to be so hot that I don't want hair on the back of my neck. And oh, look how electric my hair is. And that's the plan, is just to actually have it away from the face and a nice high pony today. I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. I hope you manage to keep cool today. If you've got a pool, you can laze and loaf around the pool, as long as you've got some SPF on those bidets. And have a nice recharged weekend. Try and, like, before we hit Christmas completely, because we're now on the beginning of December, it's only going to get crazier after this weekend. And that is me done for today. Have a fabulous day, and then I will chat to you when we do the video on the eyelash serum that I'm going to review. Great. Have a great day. Bye-bye.